Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Oh. Cringe woke video on how to tear down statues. 688 views from this fucking guy. He looks like shitty Ben Shapiro. Can you see him? Looks like shitty Ben Shapiro. Who is shittier than normal Ben Shapiro? So that's good. I guess we'll see what happens. Ooh, he paid for an intro.
One of the, if not the dumbest thing to come out of the BLM movement.
One of not if the dumbest thing. That's not how you say that. One of not if not the dumbest things. Simpetent, thanks, buddy.
Is the tearing down of statues.
Yeah, statues are dumb. Tearing down statues is dumb. Kitten Boo Boo, thank you for that. Appreciate you. Why is tearing down statues dumb? I really want to know, like, does he think that these are like empty sort of gestures and they don't really mean anything and it's just like, yeah, we want to vandalize, fuck the system? Or does he realize that, like, hey, by the way, these are monuments to fucking racists and we don't think that our country should memorialize such pieces of shit in the form of statues. We don't want these in our communities, and as members of my community, I will take down this public thing, which, by the way, the community funds. Yeah, get rid of it. Emma Strange, thanks so much.
I mean, how bad and stupid does your movement have to get
Bad
for
and
the
stupid.
Washington Post, one of the most progressive woke outlets out there, to call?
Wait, is WAPO like really progressive and woke? I thought it was like Joe Biden. It's like Joe Biden woke, where he goes like, yeah, black kids pull on my leg hair, you know, that kind of weird shit. Corn pop stories. WAPO's owned by Amazon. That's what I thought. Yeah, it's Joe Biden woke, where he's like, yeah, I'll take a picture with black kids for sure. That's how woke he is. Darwin, you're playing with your toy and you're ruining my video! Nah, he's too cute to ruin videos. That's okay. Keep squeaking away, my friend.
Call it absurd. And the reason being is because they've made no distinction of which statue.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this a type of guy that does fucking video game footage? Do we have a video game footage guy? Video game footage and social commentary guy, because I couldn't get a rant Sona. I didn't want to pay an artist for a rant Sona, so now I do this. It's like literally just shitty Leafy, which is already shitty, so.
Choose to destroy. If it's in the past, if it has.
Oh, he even has the fucking like, share, subscribe automatic thing. Jesus Christ. These guys just hit the same exact notes every time. They're exactly the same people. They're literally, I know they make the NPC joke. These guys are literally NPCs. They have the same exact dialogue trees. It's exactly the same. Very tall hobbit. Just to prove how dumb statues are, I was in Nashville and saw a statue honoring a Confederate spy who was killed by the Union. He was killed because he refused to take off his uniform. Worst spy ever. Wow.
Regardless of the history of the person.
Wow, yeah.
They tear it down. I mean, they tore down a statue of Ulysses S. Grant, the man who defeated the Confederacy, the man that pretty much destroyed the Klan at the time.
Ulysses S. Grant did own slaves. He did also come around on that and ended up like giving them to his wife who freed them or some shit like that. But Ulysses S. Grant isn't a great fella. He was also not a super great to the Native Americans because he's trash, and we definitely still have the Klan. The Klan was created after the Civil War. Yes, I know. Don't get into that. Okay, facts are irrelevant.
Let's tear down his statue. He happened to own a slave before the war. Yeah, it doesn't matter that he risked his life to put an end to slavery altogether, right?
He didn't risk his life. Wait. Okay. Is this guy of the opinion that the Civil War was, in fact, about slavery? Because that would be very interesting. But Ulysses S. Grant risking his life to end slavery is not really the case. Ulysses S. Grant was much more interested in the fact that it was the Union that had to stay intact. But whatever. We don't need to worry about history.
That doesn't matter. Just the fact that if not for him and the rest of the Union, you wouldn't have these freedoms that you have today. But that doesn't matter, does it? What about this one? Black Lives Matter rioters in Wisconsin removed the head of and destroyed a statue of Colonel Hans Christian Hegg, a Norwegian immigrant who spent his life fighting slavery before dying in battle while leading Union soldiers in the American Civil War. During his life, Hegg served as Wisconsin State Prison Commissioner and strongly
He was a cop? A cop. Now, what follows is nice, I guess. Strongly advocated for career and vocational training for all convicts.
His opposition to slavery led him into service during the war against the Confederacy, where he was often commended by superior officers for his bravery.
That's fine. Cop. Absolute cop.
Rioters who tore down the monument scrawled "Black is beautiful" across the remaining pedestal.
Okay.
Abraham Lincoln, also destroyed. Where does it end? And this is one of the many reasons why I just can't get on board with BLM. When you do,
I can't get on board with BLM. Have you considered reading the names right here? Freddie Gray, Mike Brown, George Floyd, Philando Castile, Tamir Rice, Eric Garner, Breonna Taylor. What? Can we maybe focus on the reason? You're like, nah, statues. You are literally, this is like literally the fucking point, dude. Literally the point is Black Lives Matter. Okay. And then you go, okay, yeah, but all lives matter. And then they go, no, Black Lives Matter. We need to focus on this. You're not focusing on this. Colin Kaepernick kneels. Don't do that. Don't put politics in my football games. Okay. Then they have fucking demonstrations. Why are you rioting? Not really a riot, just a demonstration. Don't do it that way. Well, then we'll go to Charlottesville. There's some good people there. Nazis with torches saying, Heil Trump. They're white, though. Then, some years go by. You're not listening to BLM. BLM gets kicked back up because George Floyd is murdered by some fucking cops. And then they say, fucking Black Lives Matter, dude. And you're like, yeah, but don't protest that way. Don't pull down statues. You're literally valuing statues, pieces of metal and stone, over flesh and blood people. This is the point. This is what is being illustrated to you. You literally do not value a human being more than you value property. And in this case, public property. Public property. How? How do you reconcile that as a fucking person? It just doesn't make any sense.
Do shit like this, how the hell am I supposed to take you seriously? Because here's my opinion on statues. As far as the ones that I think should be taken down, I don't feel like Confederate statues have any business being up anymore. America as it is today is Union country. We won the war. We're all people of the Union. So Confederate statues, yeah, you can toss them in a museum, but as far as just being erect in public still, it has no business being up. Okay. Now, does that feel like I believe that you BLM protesters have the right to go out and tear them down because I don't like them? Of course not. We're not fucking Neanderthals. We have a society. We have due process. If you want them torn down, take it to City Hall, get it down to a vote, and I will vote with you. Let's vote together to get them torn down.
Okay, but also, like, it's part of the demonstration, right? It's also public property. It's part of the demonstration to say, like, look, we have been telling you for fucking years, hey, that shit's racist. And then guess what? You don't do shit. And then they fucking tear it down. They're like, fuck this. I'm not having racism in my fucking community anymore. I'm done. I am done. You don't listen, I'm done. And now guess what? People are fucking listening. People are around the country tearing down racist monuments with government approval. That's what it fucking took, dude. Imagine. This guy wants to fucking simp for the fucking... He'd be mad at lost tea in a harbor, let's just say that.
But sadly, as much as I detest these statues still being up, I detest you people and the avenue you've chosen to conduct the removal of these statues even more. So if it were down to a choice between them still being up and you tearing them down, I'd rather they still be up because we're better than that.
What? Again, you are valuing fucking pieces of art that represent the oppression, the systemic oppression of an entire people more than the lives of those people.
And that brings us into the subject of this video. Leftist website releases cringe instructional video for bringing down statues. Wonderful. Leftist digital media website Mashable has published a handy...
Wait, is Mashable leftist? Is it leftist? I actually don't know if it's leftist.
Video for its readers on how to take down raw sass statues, and
It's liberal? Yeah.
to promote it widely with absolutely no recourse on social media, because of course not. The radical left echo chambers that are social media probably love this kind of crap.
Radical echo chambers? Bro, Ben Shapiro's on there. Okay. Can we talk about fucking echo chambers and what they are and are not? Okay? An echo chamber is when you do not get any other dissenting opinions. Nothing, you never encounter something that counters what you believe. Ever at all. That is an echo chamber. Being on Twitter and being anywhere at all on the political spectrum, you will encounter someone that disagrees with you. It's pretty much the place where people disagree. It's Twitter. Have you ever seen someone tweet something and in the replies someone not disagree? Like, if you have over 3,000 followers on Twitter, it's pretty impossible to have any opinion and I have someone below you not fucking agree with you. It's just not a thing. There is no fucking liberal leftist fucking echo chamber on social media, you dog shit crybaby. You are just losing the argument. Losing the argument is not an echo chamber. Losing the argument is not cancel culture. You are just losing. Because, guess what? Your argument is shit. You are shit at arguing, and your argument is losing. It just is. You're losing. Get over it. You're a loser. I follow Sarah. There's constantly chuds in my TL complaining about small titty. Does she have small titties? Oh, you mean... I was like, God damn, what kind of titties are they looking at? I flopped them around a time or two. I can tell you, they are not small.
I love how these clowns frame it as hypothetical too. If you were to hypothetically come across a statue that was in need of removal, this is how you'd get it done.
Yeah, it's a joke. The right is getting funnier and the left is scared. Sorry, I was being glib earlier about the echo chamber. I'm just not used to having people around that agree with me. Yeah, no, I wasn't arguing with you. But I appreciate it. I wasn't arguing with you. I understood what you were saying.
Alright, let's take a look at this nonsense.
Just do it.
Right now, we're living through a societal revolution against racism in almost every form. Part of that reckoning also involves acknowledging that a lot of our historical figures, regardless of their legacy, were pretty damn racist.
They start out by basically saying like, oh, our history is so raw-ass, so we need to take down raw-ass monuments.
Rossass? I'm gonna kill myself in Minecraft because of this fucking guy.
In a lot of places, the cities already did it themselves, but if the lawmakers are not budging, people need to take matters into their own hands. Yeah, by going to City Hall and going through due process, not by tearing them down yourselves.
Actually, that was actually very effective. Did you see how quickly that came down? That was... Wait. Why do we want to spend government money tearing down statues that we will happily tear down for free? I don't understand the bureaucracy of it. McClippy, you absolute mad lad. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't understand at all. Do not understand.
You fucking idiots.
Oof.
Obviously,
He has to ban racist, but not fucking.
we're not telling you to commit any crimes, and we also can't tell you to deface any property. But we thought it'd be interesting to look at a purely hypothetical way to safely remove a statue.
Now,
Yes.
we can't tell you to go out and do this, but hypothetically, if you wanted to go out and do this, this is how you would do it.
All right, I want to bully this kid now. Now I want to bully this guy. Man, I feel like an asshole suddenly. I just want to bully all these right-wingers. Maybe we just should. Maybe I should just get my fucking... I don't know. Listen to the Trapped CD. You guys remember Trapped? I'll take you on, headstrong and take on anyone. That's the Trapped. That's Trapped. And then I'll wear like a Supreme hat. I'll get like a what are those tribal shirts from that one dude, Ed Hardy? Ed Hardy shirt? Is that what it is? Or is that a wrestler? Am I crazy? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about, though. But yeah, Trapped. Yeah, and then I'm gonna bully this kid. DIY statue removal is fiscally conservative. I totally agree. An Affliction T-shirt, hell yeah. Yeah, I'll get an Affliction T-shirt. That's what I'll get. Ooh, or maybe I'll get an Obey tattoo right here. Yeah, dope. That shit's dope.
Like, imagine if this were an instructional video on something else completely illegal. Like, we're not telling you to go out and dispose of a body, but if you wanted to, this is hypothetically how you would do it.
Are you saying that you wouldn't watch that fucking video? Really? Okay.
Like, seriously?
Yes,
So,
seriously.
Tip number 1. You're going to want to use chains, not rope.
Because the
Wrap
rope will snap.
the chain around the top end of the statue. You'll want enough slack on both sides. For, say, a 20-foot statue, you should have at least 40 people involved in this takedown. It's also important that everyone wears gloves, and most importantly, stays a safe distance away from the statue. You really don't want to be underneath the toppling statue.
True. That's true. Yeah, that's great.
Be safe, use gloves. During your vandalism, make sure that you're wearing the proper gear.
Not only vandalism. I mean, it might be vandalism, but it isn't, though. It is, but it isn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's vandalism in that you're not supposed to do it, but, like, God damn it if this isn't America, the land of the free, okay? Yeah. OSHA compliance is based? Hell yeah.
God forbid you're not wearing the proper gear and taking safety precautions when you're out there committing them crimes.
Tip number 2, use a really upbeat song. A rhythmic song, Dr. Parsik said, would work best.
Oh yeah, make sure you're listening to Beyonce or some crap when you're toppling these statues down.
Beyonce or some crap? Alright, Bayhive, let's fucking get him. It's time. No one talks about Queen Bey like that. Nobody.
Tip number 3, get the out of the way. Seriously, make sure you have enough distance between yourself and the falling statue. A protester in Portsmouth, Virginia was already gravely injured when a piece of fallen statue hit him. Really, we can't emphasize this enough. Do not be underneath a toppling statue.
Tip number 4, do not teach people how to commit crimes.
No, you should really teach people how to commit crimes. Are you serious? Yeah. True. Come on. You should like if we're teaching people how to do crimes, we should probably teach people how to do crimes correct. Like don't come here doing half-ass crimes. That's what I gotta say.
Ah, good God, the lunacy of all of this. I mean, to be fair, the end of the video was talking about things that I was just talking about. I didn't even know they would bring that crap up, but Confederate monuments deserve to be in a museum, not erected in public.
No, bitch! Tear them down!
And instead of taking matters into your own hands, you should petition lawmakers to have them taken down them.
No, fuck that! They haven't been listening for 400 years! Tear that shit down. Tear it down. Hey, tear it the fuck down. I do not care. That is absolutely fine. It's public property. We can, like, I could punch my own wall like Kyle. I could Kyle the shit out of my own wall. You can tear down a fucking statue. We pay for it anyway. Fuck that.
Themselves. But the problem is when you're putting this at the end of a video where you're technically inciting people to do it themselves, regardless of how many times you say hypothetically or whatever the hell you're trying to say to deflect that you are.
Have a good night, kitten boo boo. Appreciate you.
People, you still are. By framing the removal process in a positive light at the beginning and middle of the video. Making the last portion of the video where you're telling the proper avenues to take in order to get this done properly just null and void, and this whole thing is just irresponsible. Now,
it's not irresponsible. It's actually very responsible. This is basically the sex education of crime, okay? They're gonna do it anyway. Kids are gonna fuck each other. They're 15 years old. They're gonna fuck. And people who are fucking rioting in the streets are gonna tear racist ass statues down because they're rioting against fucking racism. It's gonna happen. You might as well give them condoms or teach them how to fucking pull down statues correctly. It's absolutely responsible. They're doing it anyway. Hell yeah. Get your gloves on. Make sure you use some chains. Make sure you stay away. Make sure you're wearing your mask. Make sure you're socially distancing. Make sure you have hand sanitizer. And make sure that when you pull down the statue, you write Black Lives Matter on the fucking, on the plinth that it was sitting on. And you write down the names of all the people the cops have fucking illegally murdered. And then go to your fucking local voting booth, vote, defund the police, get actual fucking law enforcement that knows what they're doing. Maybe, hey, if you're having a bad day and you getting hit by your husband, an actual social fucking worker comes over. Hey, maybe if you got a problem with a fucking alligator in your backyard, it's not a guy with a fucking gun. It's a guy that has any experience at all with fucking alligators. You ever think about that shit? You ever think about maybe that we should have like traffic police that don't fucking pull people over pulling guns on them? You ever think about that shit? Huh? You considered it? No? Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. Defund the police. Get rid of them. Change it with some other shit. Stop being fascist. Just make it fucking illegal. Yeah. Just make fucking illegal. True. True. I might have dabbled today in Fuckville. Maybe. Maybe your boy got a little late to do. Maybe. There's no way of confirming.
I can't tell you to go out and do this or to deface public property, but make sure you're listening.
You know what's great? I guarantee it fucking makes right-wingers and incels mad that I fuck. I guarantee it does, and that makes me very happy, so I try to do it as often as I can.
To a nice upbeat song when you're doing it. Seriously, Mashable? Like, seriously. Go fuck yourself with this nonsense. Anyway, leave a comment down below, smash that like button, and...
No one's smashing the like button. No one's smashing the like button. No one is. Look at this fucking guy. Stop it. Look at this fucking guy. Can I open image in new tab? Can we just stop it? Stop it. Stop it. He looks like a created character. Looks like a created character in Skyrim. I can't fucking deal with this. Why do they all look weird? Why are they all weirdos? Absolutely wild.